This thing behind me is a greenhouse. It's not a very complicated, expensive greenhouse. It's just sort of plastic tarp over some rods, but it does what it needs to do, which is to keep the things inside much warmer than out here in the open. And it helps plants to grow much quicker because they've got lots and lots of warmth. Now, I'm going to go inside because there's something in there that I want to show you. A few weeks ago, the children helped me to put some seeds in these containers. And you can see in these two, nothing has grown yet. But if you look in here, we do have some cucumbers that have started to grow over here, and the children will be excited about that. But then we have one final container that we started to plant things in. And look at that. Look at all the things growing in there. The children should be really excited to see that. I will see what the kids think of this tray. Ready, steady, open! Is that exciting?
No.
No. Why not?
Nothing's happened.
Now we're going to look at the second tray. Okay, ready, steady, open!
Whoa. Some of it grew. What is that? What plant is that?
Do you know what it is? Can you guess?
Is that fruit, Daddy?
Yeah, can you tell what it is?
Radishes.
No, they're not radishes.
Cucumbers. No.
They're cucumbers. Ready, steady, open.
Whoa! Oh, look, there's a snail! Are these radishes?
So we've got pickling cucumbers and radishes and more radishes. There is a snail. What? There's a snail who really likes their plant. You can keep it safe. Which tray did you like the most? This one. How come?
Yeah, because it grew lots.
Because it grew lots. Some of these are almost ready for us to plant out into the garden. So we may do that sometime soon. But for now, they're going to go back in the greenhouse. Do any of you kids know how we can tell if something is a fruit?
The seed? It has seeds.
Very good. It has seeds. So a tomato has seeds. Does that mean a tomato is a fruit?
Yes.
Does that mean it goes in the fruit salad?
No.
No. So even though a tomato is a fruit, we really treat it just like any old vegetable, because it wouldn't really be very nice in a fruit salad. Can you think of anything else we might think of as vegetables that are fruit? Cucumber. How do you know that a cucumber is a fruit?
Seeds.
It has seeds. And what is that? Do you know what these seeds are from? What do you think?
Pepper.
These are from a pepper. And so a pepper is a fruit as well, because that has the seeds. If we look at the tomato, we can see that it's got seeds in there. But you know what? Do you think...
Can I eat some of it?
Do you think that these would grow nicely if we just plop this in the ground?
No.
It wouldn't, because the red squidgy bit around the seeds, it stops the seeds from growing. And so in order to grow the tomato plant, we need to remove that. And that's what I did here. All you have to do, if you want to try to plant some tomato seeds, is you put the tomato seeds with the red squidgy bit on a bit of card or newspaper or something like that, and you let it dry. Exactly. Just like this. And then you can peel them off and you get the seed and you leave behind the part that stops them from growing. So so we've got a few other seeds here. Do you know what these seeds are?
That stops them growing.
A melon. What sort of melon? Do you remember what sort of melon we had the other day? Cantaloupe. So the cantaloupe that we got in our fruit and veg box, when I cut it, I saved the seeds, and we're going to try planting some of those later on today too. You saw that we've got some pepper seeds. Here are some beans. These came from the green beans that we had, and we're going to try to plant those to see if we get some more green beans.
And then there's orange seeds.
And there's orange seeds and lemon seeds. If we plant a tomato seed, what's going to happen to it?
Grow into a tomato. Grow.
They grow into a tomato plant. And do you know what a tomato plant looks like?
And it goes over to the seed. I have no idea.
Anybody know what a tomato plant looks like?
It's like a bush, but the branches sticking out of tomatoes.
It looks just like that. Do you know why these look just like tomato plants?
Because they are.
Because they are tomato plants. And you can see that there's already some flowers starting, and the flowers will turn into fruit eventually.
They're
And
all tomatoes.
there'll be tomatoes, and what will be inside of those tomato fruits?
Seeds.
And then we can...
them and get more tomatoes, grow them, get more tomatoes, grow them and get more tomatoes.
Exactly. That if you plant them nicely and you treat them nicely, that you can have plants that grow fruit, that have seeds that you can put in the ground to grow more plants, to get more fruit, to get more seeds, and you get more and more and more and more. The fruit of the Spirit acts the same way. That whenever you are loving to someone else, that's like planting a seed in that person's life. And that seed of kindness or of love might grow inside the other person and make them more loving as well. And then it might produce fruit where they become so loving, so changed by the love that you planted in their life, that they are then more loving to the people around them. And that makes those people be more loving to the other people around them. And just like fruit grows and multiplies by planting seeds and growing fruit, and planting seeds and growing fruit, that we can make the world a better place for all of us by sowing the seeds of good fruit, of love, of joy, of peace, of patience. But this week we're really talking especially about love, because love can change people. So try to plant some seeds today. It'd be great if you plant some actual seeds in the garden, but really what I'm talking about is to plant some seeds of love. Who's someone that you can be loving to today? So right now, my children and I are going to take some of these seeds and we're going to plant them in some earth, and we'll see in the coming weeks if any of those start to grow.
That enough? Put in there. Put in there. Are we gonna have more than just these?
And push them down a little bit farther. All right, you have been really busy here, haven't you?
Yeah.
And can you tell us what you've been planting?
Cherry tomatoes, watermelon, pepper, and cantaloupe. Chickpeas and all of these. Oranges and lemons.
Yeah, so we'll see what actually grows in the coming weeks. What do you hope grows the most?
Watermelon.
Yeah, I really hope the watermelon will grow. So let's say a prayer. And as always, if you want it to be your prayer, then you can say,
Amen.
okay. Dear Lord, thank you for the wonderful gift of fruit that give us seeds, that grow plants, that make more fruit, that give us more seeds for making more plants and having more fruit. And thank you that you grow in our lives a good fruit that can multiply the same way. Amen.
Amen.
Well, we'll be back tomorrow. Hope you have a lovely day. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.